Today I'm making a creamy shrimp pasta recipe, AKA shrimp Alfredo. Can't be beat. I'm in the light, blocking the light. Is this guy really on his YouTube video taking pictures of his food? Hell yeah. I'm back on my shrimp kick, folks. I'm cooking creamy shrimp pasta, AKA shrimp Alfredo. Why would they call it creamy shrimp pasta? It's shrimp Alfredo, people, but then again, you know, it's a common dish, it's a classic, everybody likes it, so it's one of those things like, why not add a different name to it to make it sound a little bit more enticing? When you say Alfredo, people run to it, it doesn't matter. You can say skunk Alfredo, pork Alfredo, and because it's Alfredo, they're coming. After all that, let's get to it. Please, people, salt your pasta water, salt it like the ocean. Salt it so well that you can throw in a saltwater fish in there and it'll swim in that pot. It'll survive for a little while. Do that. If you do that, you'll be fine. And you know you're gonna have some good tasting pasta. Why a pasta that doesn't have any flavor? I mean, what's the point? Your shrimp's gonna have flavor, your sauce is gonna have flavor, and your pasta's bland? Make that make sense. I season my shrimp with my little secret seasoning and some Old Bay. Everybody on the East Coast, you're gonna be happy. I use the Old Bay. You guys use that in your oatmeal, right? That's what I heard anyway. I'm gonna take a little oil. So don't skimp on the oil, don't be shy on the oil. The oil is what's going to make the sauce. And why am I cooking the shrimp first? I'm cooking the shrimp first because, most importantly, look at that. Voice got loud, my tone, my inflection went up, so you know this is about to be good. But the reason why you wanna have you wanna cook your protein first is because you wanna create some fond in the pan. Cooking is like building layers of flavor. I say this all the time on my Amazon Live. I say it on any live I'm on. I say it on my YouTube videos. And you're gonna hear it a lot messing with me. Repetition is the key. So you wanna build fond in the pan because that's gonna be the base for your flavor. You get the fond from the protein, and then we're gonna take the garlic and the shallots with some butter, of course. And we're gonna scrub all that fond. We're gonna deglaze it. I even might use a little wine today. Okay, for my sauce. I use wine every time I make Alfredo. I use a lot of wine in my sauces, actually. Just give it a alcohol flavor. And actually, I'm gonna put my pan is smoking. But that's creating the base for the sauce. If you create the base for the sauce, then your food is gonna be unbelievable. Why do I have this Beat It Michael Jackson glove on? Because this cast iron is hot. We're gonna cook this shrimp, let it sear, and we're actually not gonna, when we throw it in the sauce, we're not even gonna put it in the sauce, really. We're gonna make this look pretty. With food, it's gotta be aesthetically pleasing. When you plate it, it's gotta look good aesthetically. East Coast folks, once we plate it, we're gonna hit it with a little bit more Old Bay. You guys like that, don't you? So I have my pasta to rolling board right now. Maybe like a cup and a half of pasta. Rigatoni, baby. We're gonna pour it in. Let that boil for maybe like, say about, I don't know. Might do 12 minutes. Might do 10. I'm gonna check and see when it's al dente. Key tip, all right? Key tip. If you're cooking in a cast iron or you're cooking in any pan that has a thick bottom, it has really good heat retention. Before you start cooking the garlic and the shallots, what you're gonna wanna do is turn the heat down in the pan. All right, and the reason why you want to turn the heat down in the pan is because you don't want to burn your shallots or your garlic or your butter. We don't do that. So it literally takes about 2 minutes on each side for the shrimp to cook, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna halfway cook these shrimp, we're gonna cook them all the way through. With the heat retention in the pan, you don't want to burn your aromatics. Burning your aromatics is just, it's a catastrophe. And if you get your aromatics right, you get your fond right, and you get your sauce right, you get your base done properly, I'm telling you, you're like an all-star. And fellas, listen, if you're cooking for your girlfriend or some woman you're trying to impress, vice versa, it's pretty much guaranteed to get you where you need to go if your food is good. Women love to eat. You don't even have to look that good. As long as you cook good, you're a good woman. It works. You know what I'm saying? Food works. You can't go wrong with it. So my shrimp here is now almost just about done. So some nice fond in the pan. I turn the heat down to a little bit above, kind of like in between medium and low, kind of like a low medium, low high. I'm gonna hit with some olive oil. Don't skimp on the olive oil. The olive oil is a good base for the sauce. So I would say do maybe about 2 or 3 tablespoons more. That's what you're gonna need. So now I'm gonna throw my shallots in there first. Keep in mind, onions, shallots have a decent amount of moisture. So we're gonna let those cook off maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds more before we put in the garlic. Although this won't cool off the pan at all, whenever you're cooking something, you're putting multiple things in the pan at one time, always give the pan a little bit of time to recover. Put some butter because my aromatics are starting to smell. We'll let that cook off just a little bit. And continue to move the garlic. If you don't move the garlic, it's going to burn. Now we add some white wine. White wine, dry white wine, wet white wine, moist white wine. Just put some white wine in there and let the alcohol cook off. Listen, for those of you who've never cooked before, there's no such thing as a moist white wine or a wet white wine. I'm talking. So we're gonna let the alcohol cook off. That way my base on my sauce is gonna have a winey type flavor with some garlic and shallots. And looking at my sauce, it's already golden buttery. Yeah, this is, once again, don't get caught with your pants down. When I say don't get caught with your pants down, it means there's this little plug in here. Pull that out before you get ready to put it in your sauce, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be cooking at a high temperature and then you're fiddling around with this and you're looking and you're gonna spill it and you burned your aromatics, you burned your butter, all your wine is cooked off, and it's just an ugly situation. So now we're adding this whipping cream. Look at this golden brown aroma right here, man. See, this is how you know the sauce is already gonna be banging. You let your sauce get too thick, then when you add the parm in, it's gonna thicken up even more. So be careful, let your sauce be just a little bit liquidy, and then you wanna come in with the Parmigiano Reggiano. This sauce is already gonna be insane. I can see it now, it's got a little bit of oiliness to it. The cream is starting to bubble. Let it start bubbling, let it get into a little bubbly situation where it's starting to bubble and then it's gonna thicken up. Don't go texting on your phone, don't walk away, don't look at pictures of your girlfriend and your boyfriend on your phone. Watch this sauce intently. Because within a split of a second, boom, it's too thick. And honestly, if it's too thick, then you can kind of water it out with a little wine, give it some wine taste, hit it with a little lemon. It's gonna be good. But there's sometimes with sauces, there's a point of no return. And you don't wanna reach that point of no return. And as you watch your sauce, always make sure it doesn't cake up on the edges. So take your rubber spatula and run it around the edge. And also, it gives you time to kind of notice the thickness of your sauce and where you're at. But keep in mind that the parm is gonna thicken it up considerably. So keep that in mind too. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Parmigiano Reggiano. And this is real Parmigiano Reggiano, by the way. Like you can probably see right here where they would write on it. Just in case we got a gatekeeper that says he's not using Reggiano. What does this say? It says Parm, Reg. Use your imagination for the rest. So me personally, I don't like my sauce super duper. I like my stuff super saucy. I like it kind of thick to where it sticks. Some people like it super saucy. It's all in the preference what you like. So I like mine to stick. So I'm gonna make mine thicker so it clings to the noodle. Under normal circumstances, if you're gonna take your pasta and dump it, pour cold water on it to stop it from cooking. But being that I'm gonna dump it straight into this pasta, and I'm sorry, into this sauce. I'm looking at it, hold on, listen, hold on people. I have to go and let me get some red pepper flakes. I wasn't gonna use red pepper flakes originally, but I'm compelled to do so at this point. I just looked at the pasta going in this sauce and it looks rich. Back with the red pepper flakes. Take a little bit, no, I'm not touching that. I got a story for you guys. As far as touching peppers, unpleasant. Look at this sauce. Listen, people, do not try to substitute half and half for whipping cream. Please do not do that. If I come to your house and you say you used half and half instead of whipping cream, I'm not gonna eat your Alfredo, and you should never cook again. They should remove your oven out of your house and your pans and your knife and ban you from ever buying half and half again. It is utterly disgusting. Normally I don't judge people's food. If somebody's food isn't good, I eat it. And I say, hey, keep going, but try this way, or try this that way. See how it turns out. But if you tell me you put half and half in your Alfredo sauce, no conversation, it's over. It's over. We're done talking, done communicating. Look at this, hold on. I'm gonna see if you can see this. Look at this sauce. This looks like satin. Do you see this? This is like a satiny sauce because of the Parmigiano Reggiano. It's just, man, listen, I'm telling you, I channeled an ancestor or something. The sauce is everything. The sauce is everything. I don't know how to say it. The sauce is everything that you need to know. If the sauce looks good, then you know the food is good. You wanna know why? Because people who make good sauces, they pay attention to detail. So we're gonna take the shrimp, we're going to place it on here, gingerly, okay? Gingerly. Little shrimp for the bowl. Let's see here. Just a little bit. Make sure these tails are kind of visible. Man, this looks good. This looks good. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of Old Bay over the top. Now you could put the shrimp in the sauce. I don't wanna put the shrimp in the sauce because that means everything will look the same color. So I'm gonna take just a little bit more Old Bay, hit it over the top of the shrimp just a little bit of flavor. So being I'm not really a huge parsley person, I'm not just big on parsley, I'm going to take dry parsley. I could use fresh. I choose not to. Then gonna give it a little sprinkle around the bowl, on the edges. Wow. Can we get a look at this? You see this? Can we see it? Is there any way you can kind of look at it without me turning it? Do you see that? I'm in the light, blocking the light. Is this guy really on his YouTube video taking pictures of his food? Hell yeah. Let's see what we got here. I'm taking one. Oh man. Listen, we're done here. I'm gonna eat this. We'll see you in the next video. Until we see each other again, enjoy cooking. I'm always gonna enjoy eating. It is what it is.